Life Study of Esther. Message 1. An introductory word and the secret care of the hiding God for his oppressed elect in their dispersion. With this message, we begin the life study of the book of Esther. Esther is a sweet book covering at its central subject the secret care and the open salvation of the hiding God in Israel's captivity. God is omnipresent and also omnipotent, yet he is hiding. Nobody knows where he is. The people of Israel had been scattered, dispersed in their captivity. They probably told the Gentiles among whom they were living that their God was Jehovah. Gentiles, especially the rulers, might have said to the Israelites, "Where is your Jehovah? Is your Jehovah real and living? If he is, why are you here in captivity as slaves?" During the years of the captivity, God was hiding, and he is still hiding. Even today in the church age, God is hiding himself, both for the children of Israel and for us today. It seems that there is no God in this universe. We need to realize that God is living and real, but he is hiding. He is a God who hides himself. Because God's people became degraded and rotten, God disciplined and punished them by handing them over as slaves to the Gentile nations. Yet in his severity there is mercy. While the people of Israel were in dispersion and captivity, God was taking care of them in a hidden way, and at the right time, he came in openly to save them. Even when the captives of Israel were in the lowest situation at the bottom, Christ was among them, suffering with them. On the one hand, God used the Gentile nations as tools to discipline his people. On the other hand, the hiding God was with the people of Israel, caring for them. Eventually, God used the Middle Persian Empire to overthrow the Babylonian Empire. Cyrus, the king of Persia, was even called God's shepherd, one who would fulfill his desire, and his anointed, one who would serve God's purpose. From this, we see that the hiding God did many things for Israel in a secret way. An introductory word. Let us now consider some introductory matters. A. The writer. The writer of the book of Esther was most probably Mordecai. As Esther's cousin, he was the one who raised her. B. The time. The contents of this book cover a period of at least 10 years during the reign of Ahasuerus. The contents. The book of Esther gives us a vivid record of how the hiding God of Israel took care secretly of his oppressed elect in their dispersion and saved openly his persecuted elect in their captivity. D. The crucial point. The crucial point of Esther is that the very God who chose Israel, the descendants of Abraham, as his elect, after he gave them into captivity to the Gentile nations, became a hidden God to them to take care of them secretly and save them openly in secrecy. This is the reason that this book does not mention the name of God even at occasions when the name of God should be mentioned. Because this book shows us a hidden God, it does not mention the name of God. E. The sections. The book of Esther has two sections: the secret care of the hiding God for his oppressed elect in their dispersion, and the open salvation of the hiding God in secrecy to his persecuted elect in their captivity. 2. The secret care of the hiding God for his oppressed elect in their dispersion as seen in Esther. Chapters 1 and 2 unveil the secret care of the hiding God for his oppressed elect as seen in Esther. A. establishing a top king in the Gentile world. First, the hiding God established a top king in the Gentile world in prosperity, power, and glory over a great empire extending from India to Ethiopia. B. Causing the top king to depose his queen because of her disobedience to his word. Next, the hiding God caused the top king to depose his queen because of her disobedience to his word at his great banquet with his high officials. The king commanded that the queen come before him wearing the royal crown in order that he might present her to those attending to a banquet. However, the queen refused to come at the king's command. As a result of her disobedience, the queen was deposed, and the position of queen became vacant. C. Raising up a Jewish orphan virgin to be crowned by the top king as his queen. Finally, in his secret camp, the hiding God raised up Esther, a Jewish orphan virgin, to be crowned by the top king as his queen. Esther saved the king from being assassinated, telling the king in Mordecai's name of those who planned to assassinate him. Our God is omnipresent, omnipotent, merciful, and full of forgiveness. Although He is such a God, He is also the hiding God. Because our God is a hiding God, others may check with us and ask, "Where is your God? Where is His kingdom?" Where we are questioned in such a manner, we may want to answer in this way: "My God is hidden. I cannot see Him, and you cannot see Him either. But you need to realize that sooner or later, my hidden God will come in to do something on my behalf and to deal with those who do not believe in Him." I can testify concerning this from my experience. More than 45 years ago, I, along with several other co-workers, was arrested and imprisoned by a small Chinese army that betrayed China and worked for the Japanese military police. The entire Christian community in that city was shocked because they knew that we could very easily be executed like other Chinese who had fallen into the hands of the Japanese invading army. We did not know what to expect, but the hiding God intervened in a wonderful way, using a particular person as an Esther, the wife of the captain of the Chinese army under the Japanese military police, had been the wife of a schoolmate of mine who had died of tuberculosis. When he was dying, his wife asked me to visit him, and I did so and had an intimate conversation with him. He eventually died, and some time later she remarried. After I was arrested and imprisoned, a medical doctor who was meeting both with us and with other Christians heard about my situation. He then went to speak to the woman who had married the captain of that Chinese army. The two were close friends, and the doctor who was meeting with us told the woman that I and several others had been imprisoned and that she should ask her husband to release us. She spoke to her husband about us that very day. He loved her and was willing to fulfill her request.